Be a patriot, support us. Take your Patriot t-shirt. Link in description. Thank you and God bless you and America. Just in. North Korea sends devastating news to President Trump and America. This is bad. President Trump has as of late moved a U.S. naval force strike bunch from Australia to the oceans around the Korean promontory as a response to the inexorably unfriendly and disrespectful conduct of North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un and his current ballistic missile tests. The rebel state has now guaranteed to utilize atomic weapons if the U.S. chooses to assault the state in any capacity. Be that as it may, President Trump is not being aloof. Donald Trump said that North Korea is looking for trouble inside hours after the state chose to utilize nuclear weapons as a reaction to a potential risk by the U.S. North Korea is looking for trouble, President Trump said. If China decides to help, that would be great. If not, we will solve the problem without them. USA. Apparently, North Korea is ready for any likely attack by the U.S. Our revolutionary strong army is keenly watching every move by enemy elements with our nuclear sight focused on the U.S. invasionary bases not only in South Korea and the Pacific Operation Theater but also in the U.S. mainland, wrote the country's state-run Rodong Sinmun newspaper. Past week, President Trump met with Chinese President Xi Jinping at his bequest in Florida where he asked Xi to react to North Korea's forceful position. After the experience, the Chinese president put forth encouraging expressions on exchange and joint effort. I believe we will keep developing in a stable way to form friendly relations. For the peace and stability of the world, we will also fulfill our historical responsibility, he remarked. Well, I agree with you 100%, the president replied. President Trump specified the meeting on Tuesday on Twitter where he at the end of the day communicated his yearning for China to make a move. I explained to the President of China that a trade deal with the U.S. will be far better for them if they solve the North Korean problem. He said. Trump's current assault on a Syrian base has ideally made both China and North Korea re-examine their future moves. The U.S. is fearless, they won't endure the utilization of compound weapons or pushing of nuclear projects. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth. Be patriots. Thank you for Rush drops sledgehammer, he just revealed Obama's true face, details. A weekend ago, Donald Trump asserted that Barack Obama furtively wiretapped the telephone lines at Trump Tower amid the 2016 presidential election. Presently, conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh is moving down these cases bigly. PJ Media announced that Rush said fake media firestorm over Attorney General Jeff Sessions' gatherings with the Russian ambassador a year ago is all piece of arrangements made by Obama's shadow government to damage Trump. Rush said, all of this should have been anticipated. All of this was easily predictable. This story is not about Jeff Sessions. This story is not about illegal talks between Trump and his campaign people and the Russians. This story is about Barack Obama and the Democrat Party attempting to sabotage the Trump presidency and do everything they can to either render it meaningless and ineffective or to get him impeached or force him to resign. That's what the story is. And that is what has to be attacked, not defended. Listen to the full speech below. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Thank you for Just in. Trump and Netanyahu unite striking back inevitable. Details. All through the Obama organization, the Iranian government kept on developing and extend their nuclear capacities. President Obama more than once approached Iran to stop and on the Universal Group to work with him strategically and through approvals to stop Iran. President Obama additionally made it very clear to countries around the globe that he would not hold fast to his own red lines, and that they could basically continue pushing the points of confinement. In the principal weeks of the Trump Organization, Iran is trying things out to perceive what this new organization implies for them. As of late, Iran has provocatively launched missiles that were prohibited in the scandalous Obama-Iran bargain. They have insulted U.S. maritime vessels. Furthermore, They have for all intents and purposes overlooked Trump when he said they were put on notice. Western journalism detailed that President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are in close contact with Iran, a transform from the past organization. President Trump apparently called Netanyahu this previous end of the week ticking after Iran's most recent incitements. The two leaders spoke at length about the dangers posed by the nuclear deal with Iran and by Iran's malevolent behavior in the region and about the need to work together to counter those dangers, said Netanyahu's media advisor. The White House said that the two leaders discussed the need to counter continuing threats and challenges facing the Middle East region. This latest conversation comes following the apparent targeting of a U.S. naval vessel by Iranian Revolutionary Guard fast attack vessels. The USNS Invincible was cruising in the Strait of Hormuz with 3 British Royal Navy ships. The Iranian ship went inside 600 yards of the U.S. vessel, making it change course. The British boats were apparently disregarded, prompting to the conclusion that the U.S. ship was focused on. Notwithstanding requires the Iranian ship to change course, no reaction was offered by the Iranians. No shots were discharged. Israeli Minister Yuval Stenitz blames Russia for the Iranian military development. He cautions that the Islamic Republic will have nuclear-capable ballistic intercontinental missiles able to reach the United States within as little as 2 years if nothing is done. It is accurately for worldwide emergencies, for example, that President Trump was chosen. Gone are the days when our leader apologizes for the U.S. while permitting our adversaries to manufacture a munitions stockpile to attack us. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Thank you for reading. Horrible. Obama just got the worst news of his life, total humiliation. Syrians were edgy for Obama's help and he betrayed them. Like a defeatist. He was either excessively powerless or simply couldn't have cared less. Both are not qualities America needs to find in its leaders. Obama's activities brought on a gigantic evacuee emergency that is tearing separated Europe, decent occupation Barack. Would you be able to have been a greater disappointment? The Daily Caller is detailing that individuals over the Arab world are regarding President Trump in a couple of interesting ways and disgracing Obama simultaneously. They have begun calling Abu Imka al-Amriki, or father of Imka, the American, via web-based networking media. The moniker is a term of profound respect and regard for the president, taking after his unequivocal activity in light of the compound weapons U.S. authorities say President Bashar al-Assad requested. And also a gesture to bits of gossip that Imka was horrified to the point that she encouraged her dad to do what Barack Obama never would. Because Obama was a weak. One Syrian tells me the new nom de guerre for President Trump on the ground in northern Syria is Abu Imka al-Amriki, a CNN international correspondent tweeted. When I saw President Trump and the United States taking action for the first time after 6 years of calling for help, we felt happy and grateful, Kasnaid, a Syrian refugee who survived a 2013 chemical weapons attack said. Some eatery proprietors in Syria have regarded Trump with more than a moniker. With some notwithstanding changing the name of their shops to respect Trump. One Syrian man who contradicts Assad said he needs to name his first child after Trump. Maybe you in the West hate Trump, but he has already done far more for us than Obama, Najim Hassan, a Syrian who lives in a city occupied by rebels against Assad said. We love him because he does more than he says. He's a man of action and at least he gives us something to hope for. Stunning, what a disappointment Obama was. Trump, be that as it may, has the entire world looking by and by to America for authority. Barack, you won't be missed, and it is a tremendous outrage that you cleared out Trump with such a wreck to tidy up. What's more, as Trump is demonstrating the world, activity is remunerated and weakness is exploited. Is it accurate to say that it isn't decent to at last have a president we can regard and that the entire world regards? It makes a difference. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Thank you for reading. Leaked. Massive lie rocks Washington, Iran just drops a sledgehammer on Obama, Dems re-enraged. A while ago when points of interest from Obama's nuclear deal went in broad daylight, just couple of Democrats could guard it. What's more, as I can recall, and still, after all, that an ever-increasing number of individuals were certain that the deal with Iran was horrendous. This is a similar motivation behind why now, Donald Trump has turned out to be the intense and legitimate arbitrator. Indeed, even while the battle was on, he clarified the issues with Obama's arrangements regardless of any event that they were, with the expectation of complimentary exchange or outside approach. Be that as it may, Obama's poor treatment of Iran backpedals before that game-changing arrangement. Presently it is being uncovered that paying out billions of dollars to that Islamic tyranny for a considerable length of time. Via Patriot Journal, Adam Credo reports, the Obama administration has paid Iran more than $10 billion in gold, cash, and other assets since 2013, according to Iranian officials, who disclosed that the White House has been intentionally deflating the total amount paid to the Islamic Republic. The latest disclosure by Iran, which comports with previous claims about the Obama administration obfuscating details about its cash transfers to Iran, including a $1.7 billion cash payment included in a ransom to free Americans, sheds further light on the White House's backroom dealings to bolster Iran's economy and preserve the Iran nuclear agreement. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Bahram Ghasemi disclosed that the $10 billion figure just scratches the surface of the total amount given to Iran by the United States over the past several years. The $10 billion figure is actually a stingy estimate, Ghasemi claimed. Maybe there would be some basis behind it if the cash was focused on giving compassionate guide, albeit even that would be questionable. However, an examination expert at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies told, given the nature of some of this sanctions relief, through the provision of gold and unfrozen assets, this money likely underwrote some of the Islamic Republic's more destabilizing regional activities. At the macro level, all of this continues to prove one larger point: the way the Iran deal was handled and the provision of sanctions relief during and after the talks that led to the nuclear accord continues to create problems for those interested in defending the integrity of the international financial system. So what had the Obama Association to hand billions of dollars of Americans' cost dollars over to the Iranians? Aren't they our enemy? In any occasion, Americans have sound inspirations to trust that this weird cash-related course of action will achieve an end with President Trump. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comments section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Thank you for